Versant Speaking and Listening Practice Test, updated for the new Versant English Speaking and Listening exams. Our new book has 10 more practice tests. Please see the link in the description below the video. For the answers and sample responses to this practice test, please visit the URL shown in the description below the video. The Versant Speaking exam format changed in 2024. The exam has been slightly shortened, and 2 sections have been removed and replaced with different tasks. Let's have a look at a comparison of the parts of the exam. Part A. For Part A of the old exam, you had to read a sentence which appeared on the computer screen. This section of the exam has been taken out. You will now have to answer a question. This part of the new exam is the same as Part C of the old exam, but now there are only 8 questions instead of 25. Part B. In Part B of the old exam, you had to repeat 16 sentences. You listened to the sentences and repeated them word for word. This section of the exam has not changed. It's the same as the old exam. In Part C of the old exam, you had to answer short questions. As stated before, this part has been moved to Part A of the new exam. For Part C of the new exam, you have to listen to conversations. You will listen to brief conversations and answer a question on each one. There are 6 conversations in this section. This section is also on the Versant 4 Skills exam. Part D. Part D of the old exam was sentence builds. Students used to find this very troublesome, and fortunately, this section is not on the new exam version. For the new exam version, you will have to answer questions about a passage. You will hear 2 or 3 short stories and answer 2 or 3 questions about each one. Part E. Part E of the old exam was called Story Retelling. Part E of the new exam version is called Retell the Passage. This is really the same thing as the old exam, the same format as the story retelling part. The name has only been changed, and there are now usually 2 items here instead of 3. Part F. Part F of the old version of the exam was called Open Questions. Part F of the new version of the exam is called Give Your Opinion. Again, this is the same format as the old version of the test. In other words, it's just that the name of this part has been changed. In the new test, you will also need to give a sample speech. This is just one item, and you will have 30 seconds to respond. The instructions will go like this. You will hear a question about a topic that is familiar to you, such as using technology or your career. You will need to respond to this topic, giving your opinion. The purpose of this part is only to collect a sample of your speech. This item is not marked. We'll now give you 30 seconds to practice speaking. What are your career goals? Now let's go to the rest of the practice test. Part A. Answer the question. Instructions. Give a simple answer to each question. Your answer should be 1 to 4 words rather than a full sentence. You will hear 8 questions in this section. Examples. You hear, "What is a baby dog called?" You say, "A puppy." You hear, "Is it normally hot or cold near the equator?" You say, "Hot." You will be allowed 3 to 4 seconds for each response. Say your response 1 time only, and then wait for the next question.
Iris has gained weight. Has she become heavier or lighter?
Julia is 3 years younger than Louis. She is 20. How old is Louis?
Would you find a chair at a desk or in a river?
What letter comes after D and before F?
Is research done for science or recreation?
Which is usually faster, running or walking?
What would you use to wash your hands, soap or mud?
Which animal can fly, a bear or a bird?
That is the end of Part A. Part B. Repeat. Instructions. Now you will hear 16 sentences. Repeat each sentence word for word. Example 1. This is a short sentence. He is paid more than his brother. Now repeat. Example 2. This is an example of a medium-length sentence. She asked if she could leave work early. Now repeat. Example 3. This is an example of a long sentence. The town is located near a large river, and it often floods there in the spring. Now repeat. Now repeat what you hear.
You're driving too slowly, and we're going to be late.
I need to pick up some medicine at the pharmacy.
I went to the supermarket yesterday to buy some food.
The woman lost her eyeglasses and had to buy a new pair.
For more information about the job, please see the advertisement online.
The return address needs to be provided on that letter.
We need to speak to each other, so give me a call tomorrow.
She hoped to pass her test because she failed the last time.
I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning, so I had breakfast early.
You need to make an appointment if you would like to speak to the director.
He was assistant manager, but now he has been promoted to manager.
They made a mistake in how they spelled my name.
Although you don't agree with his methods,
We still have to follow his instructions.
You need to use that key to unlock the door.
The college offers a wide range of classes for the young and old alike. The company caused the pollution, so they need to pay for the cost of the cleanup themselves.
That is the end of Part B. Part C. Conversations. Instructions. You will hear conversations between two people, followed by questions. Give a short, simple response to each question.
When are you going to take vacation?
During July.
Me too.
In what month are they going on vacation?
You need to sign this form.
Can I borrow your pen?
Okay, here you go.
What does the man borrow from the woman?
Do you want to go to that new restaurant on Sunday?
I went there for supper last night.
Did you enjoy it?
Where does the woman want to go on Sunday?
Can I read your magazine?
Yes, when I'm finished with it.
Thanks. It looks really interesting.
What item does the woman want to read?
Why are you studying?
I have to take my English test tomorrow.
Oh yes, I remember.
What test does the man have tomorrow?
That new restaurant at the end of the road is advertised in the paper.
I saw it. It says they make pizza over a fire.
Maybe we should eat there this week.
What is advertised about the new restaurant?
That is the end of Part C. Part D. Questions on passages. Instructions. Listen to the two passages and then respond to 3 comprehension questions on each one. Passage 1.
A pipe had sprung a leak under Marta's sink, so she had to call in a plumber to repair it. She paid the plumber for his work and he left. But then she noticed that the pipe continued to leak, so she called the plumber and asked him to come back. He refused to come back and said he had already finished the job. Marta thought the plumber was really unprofessional, so she reported the incident to the mayor.
What problem did Marta have? Who did Marta call about the problem? To whom did Marta report the incident of unprofessionalism? Passage 2.
A reminder was sent to all employees about their summer vacation days. They were told to book their vacation days well ahead of time. They were reminded that many employees prefer to take time off in the summer, so the ability to take time off at that time may be limited. To request the vacation days, employees need to fill in a form and get it approved by their supervisor. The policy will be in effect for June, July, and August to reduce any problems with conflicting vacation schedules.
What was the topic of the reminder? To request a vacation day, what should an employee do? What months will the policy be effective? That is the end of Part D. Part E. Retell the passage. Instructions. Now you will hear 2 passages. You will hear each passage once, followed by a beep. When you hear the beep, you will have 30 seconds to retell the passage. Tell as much of the passage as you can, including the names, action, and ending. You will hear another beep when the 30 seconds has finished.
Samir was really looking forward to her 30th birthday. She was going to have a party at her house and had invited friends and family members. Knowing there would be about 50 people there, she had even organized a catering company to prepare food. Then Samir had an accident on her bike and got injured. She was in the hospital and had to cancel the party, so she was really disappointed about the situation.
A mother and father lived in the city center with their 2 children. The children went to school every day while the man and woman went to their jobs. The family looked forward to their vacation at the beach. When they arrived, they sunbathed, swam, and built a sandcastle. The older child knocked down the sandcastle by accident, but they built a new one again.
That is the end of Part E. Part F. Give your opinion. Instructions. You will hear questions about family life or personal situations that are familiar to you. Each question will be spoken twice, followed by a beep. When you hear the beep, you will have 40 seconds to speak. You will hear another beep again at the end of the 40 seconds.
Should parents help their children with schoolwork, or should children complete schoolwork alone, without help from their parents? Please explain. Should parents help their children with schoolwork, or should children complete schoolwork alone, without help from their parents? Please explain.
Many people believe that life was more difficult 100 years ago. Do you agree? Please explain and give examples. Many people believe that life was more difficult 100 years ago. Do you agree? Please explain and give examples.
That is the end of the Versant speaking and listening practice test. Our new book has 10 more practice tests. Please see the link in the description below the video. Please remember to subscribe, like, and click on that notification bell for more great videos. Thanks for joining us.